Hey, I'm Kurn. Welcome back to yet another episode 19 of Kurn's Guild Spotlight. What is Kurn's Guild Spotlight? I'm glad you asked. It's a short 3 to 5 minute video. Okay, let's be honest. I've never been accused of being brief a day in my life, so it may not be all that short. But anyway, it's a shortish video that I put out every weekday, and I spotlight various guilds out there. I tell you who they are, where they are, what they're doing, and most importantly, what they're recruiting. And my goal is to help out the recruitment officers and guild masters out there who are stuck trying to stand out from the other thousands of guilds out there, trying to attract anybody to join their guild. So, I guess that explains what I'm trying to do. Let's dive right in. Let's see who today's guild is. It is Ascended, an alliance guild on the US Bonechewer server, and you can find them at www.ascendedgaming.net. So, who are these people? Well, they're a 10-man semi-casual raiding guild. They are at 12 of 12 normals. Attendance is not mandatory for raids. But they do ask that when you do show up for a raid, you got to be prepared. You've got to have your consumables. You've got to have your 300 stat food for progression. Your stuff's got to be enchanted. Your gear's got to be reforged appropriately. All of that stuff. They really do care about the state of your gear and the state of your character. So that's what's going on with them. They also insist on considerate and honorable behavior. And that is kind of awesome. They say, let's see, we treat our guildmates considerately and we respect when other people feel uncomfortable. We do not discriminate on basis of race, color, ethnic origin, national origin, creed, religion, political belief, sex, sexual orientation, or marital status. As if that's not enough, they go on to say, all players are to be treated with respect and honor. This extends to all players and even the opposing faction or server when applicable. Excessive griefing is not acceptable. Likewise, there will be no kill stealing, ninja looting, or similar behavior allowed. Ascended members are to be the pillars of the respective gaming communities, even when in pugs. Our reputation as good people and players is paramount. Boom. Fantastic. Love seeing guilds like this. Love seeing people take their server-wide or game-wide or whatever reputation seriously. That's always been something that I was interested in maintaining, and I'm glad to see that, other people out there are doing the same thing. So great policies with Ascended. Let's see. They have a couple of different raid teams, as I understand it. But I believe that the one that's recruiting is raiding Mondays and Thursdays from 6 until 9 Pacific, which is server time, which is also 9 to midnight Eastern time. I could be wrong on the whole different raid group thing, but go check out their website. I'm sure it's tucked in there somewhere. So that's a pretty reasonable schedule, just 6 hours a week. It's a little late for... well, not that late, actually. It's reasonable for the East Coast. Might be a little bit early for the West Coast, but overall, kind of a standard time. So that, that's applicable for everybody there. I mean, across North America. What are they looking for? They want tanks. Anything but Guardian Druid, so I suspect that they must already have a Guardian Druid. But they say specifically Prot Warriors, Prot Pallies, Blood DKs, Brewmaster Monks, any of those kind, they would welcome you with open arms. They would also like any flavor of DPS, but they do prefer melee, so we're talking rogues or Windwalker Monks or Feral Druids or what have you. Something in melee. Ret Pallies? Anyone have a Ret Pally? Check these guys out. Let's talk a bit about Bonechewer. It's their server. It's got about 60,000 characters, so it's not low pop, but it's definitely not high pop. It's somewhere just south of average, I would say. It's got 22,000 Alliance and 37,000 Horde characters, which could be problematic because it's a PvP PSD server. So, given that Ascended is Alliance, and given that they're almost outnumbered 2-1, you might want to make good friends before you leave your sanctuaries. The top guild on the server is a Horde guild. It's 13 of 13 hard modes, and it's the only guild that is 13 of 13 hard modes. The Top Alliance Guild is 2 of 13 hard modes. And there are 35 guilds in total who are in tier 15 content. So it's an interesting server. Like I said, horde dominated, like really substantially in the raid progress rankings over at WoW Progress. Go check that out for yourselves. But Ascended is plugging away, and they are at 12 of 12 normals. Like I said, they are seeking tanks, anything but a Guardian Druid, any DPS, but they prefer melee, and they are reading Mondays and Thursdays from 6 until 9 Pacific, which is 9 to midnight Eastern. I guess that wraps it up for this particular guild spotlight in this whole week of spotlights. So thanks very much for watching. Please do follow me on Twitter at kurnmogh. That's at KURNMOGH. Check out my blog at kern.apotheosis-now.com. And please do check out my brand new website launching soon at kern.info.